Greetings. This is Dr. Howard giving another lessons on how to use vocabulary. So, using vocabulary words with Howard. So let's see if you know these words. Particular, blast off, explore, beyond, private, public, wonder, support, unlikely, conditions. So whatever words you know, put a check. This is another way you can improve your vocabulary knowledge. So if you already know a particular word, you don't need to focus on using that words. You want to focus on words that you don't know. So one more time. Particular, blast off, explore, beyond, private, public, wonder, support, unlikely, conditions. Reading fast. Particular, blast off, explore, beyond, private, public, wonder, support, unlikely, conditions. So what do these words mean? So look at these vehicles. They are all Hondas. So look at the Honda. What car do you like the most? Why do you like this car versus this car? What is so special about this vehicle comparing to this car? So what's unique? What special characteristic that each of this car you like? So because of this particular vehicle or this particular vehicle that has certain characteristics that you like to have, you are going to buy this particular vehicle or Honda. So when something is particular, it is something special, one of a kind, it is selective, it is detailed, it is thorough. So if you say, oh, she is too particular, it can be a good thing or a bad thing, depends on the context that you're trying to indicate. So you see the airplanes here. They are not moving, but they are preparing to move. So they are preparing to move. They are preparing to get off from the ground and go into the sky. So you can see here, this is an airplane of the Turkish airline is taking off. So when something is taking off from the ground, it is another way to say blast off. So you can see here, this is the space shuttle, the spacecraft. So the spacecraft is blasting off from the ground, is taking off. Now, you see 5 individual people. They go around to different parts of the planet. You see this gentleman? This gentleman is on top of a mountain somewhere in a snowy mountain looking out. This is an individual on top of another mountain. So why do these 2 individuals are on top of the mountains themselves? So what do they want to do? Now look at the teacher. The teacher is leading the student into looking or figuring out something. So all of these people have to do with explore. So when you explore, you're trying to learn something new. Okay? When you explore, you're trying to learn something new. So when you explore, you're trying to learn something new. You're trying to discover something you have not learned. That's explore, taking an adventure. Now look at right here. Look at the man. He can see the birds in the sky. But can he touch them? He cannot. So look at this man. If he wants to climb the tree, he has to use a ladder. Otherwise, he cannot use his hand and touch the top of the tree. The baby, it is impossible that the baby can climb the tree. So Mount Everest is the tallest mountain. So ordinary people can travel here and climb a little bit, but not all the way to the top or the peak. People can use helicopter to get to the top of the mountain. Or if you need a professional climber, can go on top of this mountain. But for ordinary people, they cannot. Okay? So they cannot. So this is beyond. This is beyond. So when something is beyond, we cannot touch. We cannot reach. It is way too far. It is way long off. It is far apart of us. So that's beyond. Now look at this. The man is at the park. Okay? And this is another gentleman. He's in his backyard. So because the park and the backyard is different. So when something is in the backyard, it is belong to the gentleman. It is his private property. But the park belongs to the government, belongs to the public, and everyone can come. So when something is private, it is closed. It is not open, not invited, unless they extend an invitation, or it belongs to an individual, whereas the park is belong to the public and everyone can use. That's why it's the public. Everyone can use, but the backyard is private. Only the owner himself can use. Private and public. Now this is the child. What is the child doing? What is this lady doing? What are the members of this team doing? She's taking an easy walk at the park, but as she's walking at the park, she's thinking about something. So this is called wonder. So when someone wonders, he or she think about something, he or she feels curiously about something, maybe someone is astonished about something, feeling not sure about something, you wonder. So you have two patients here. Where are they? Of course, they are sick and they are in a hospital. So why are they in the hospital? What do they need? Why is this child raising his hand? Why is this person had his hand up in the ocean? So all of these people have a special need. Their need is to get help from something. So to get help, is to get support. Now look at the weather forecast. It's projecting, it is forecasting for rain. Let's say if you want to go swimming, It is hot, which is good for swimming, but look at the weather forecast. See? It's expecting to rain. Look at the cloud. It's expecting to rain. So can you go swimming? Not lightly. Not lightly. It is too hot. So look at the animals. You have a hyena, a snake, a lion, and the Komodo dragon. So these animals, can you be friends with the animals? Can you have these animals as pets? Chances are you cannot, unless you are a professional wildlife personnel working in the forest, working in the wildlife to support these animals. So chances are you cannot be their friends unless you take care of them. So it is unlikely for you to be friends with the wild animals, except for dogs and cats if you train them. So unlikely. Look at the office. Is the office clean? Is the office dirty? Look at the places. Can you live here? Look at the weather forecast. You have different weather situations. Look at the man and the woman. What's going on with them? All of these are conditions. The family conditions, the weather conditions, the physical condition of the places where people live, the condition at the office. So look at the machine. What is going on with the machine? Is the machine good or bad? The man is fixing the computer, the machine. So the condition of the machine may not be good. So the condition is the situation, something that's happening, something that can affect others from working properly. All right, so we've been discussing about particular, blast off, explore, beyond, private, public, wonder, support, unlikely, conditions. Let's see where you are with this. So we have 8 sentences here. Use the words here to fill in the blank. Perhaps you can pause the video and you can work and see if you can use the clues and fill in the blank with the words here. Myra goes to work. Her workplace is dirty. It is not healthy. The blank at her job is bad for Myra and other workers. So then if you say conditions, you are correct. Are you ready to blank? Asked the co-pilot of an airplane. Are you ready to blast off? Angel wants to speak Japanese, but it is too hard for him. He knows learning Japanese is blank what he can do. He tries and tries, but he just can't do it. Angel decides to learn English because it is easier. So this is something he cannot do. So it is beyond his ability. My house is blank, but the park is blank because everyone can come to enjoy. My house is private and the park is public. Rosie wants to go to Africa for vacation. She tries to save money, but she has to pay bills and many other obligations. She thinks it is blank for her to take a trip to Africa unless she finds money somewhere else. It is unlikely. Balthazar and Brian are blank about going to a concert. They are not sure if they have time to go or not because the concert is on Wednesday and they have to study English. So because they're not sure, so they wonder, they're thinking about it. Norman is very blank because he is neat and very detailed with his work. So Norman is very particular. Carlos wants to blank his family, so he works hard to save money for them. Carlos wants to support. Carlos wants to help. So if you're able to answer all of these words correctly, congratulations. And I hope you have enjoyed learning these new words or words that you might have to relearn because chances are you forget. So remember, learning English is about practicing, exploring opportunities to learn as much vocabulary words as you can. So if you like the video, please click like, give me a comment, share, and subscribe. Feedback can be given to Howard Nguyen at teachmemister@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching.